On June 21st, we made it from Rathenow to Perleberg. When Mom had arrived in Rathenow after fleeing Brandenburg, she thought she was safe for a little bit, at least for a good night. In fact, it turned out to be a lot more exciting and distressing than that.
Hardly asleep, and at 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard big trucks revving up outside. I ran out to ask why. They were going to drive these 3 trucks loaded with sacks of salt to a town 80 or so kilometers northwest, our direction. Salt was important for preservation of food, electricity and refrigeration mostly having been destroyed. "You have to take us with you, please," I told them. We had heard that the Russian troops still were pushing west. "We must go with you." I remember threatening to throw myself in front of their trucks if they refused to take us. They finally relented, and we threw our bikes on top of the salt sacks, each one of us 3 in one of the trucks. Progress in the dark and early morning was fast, and much more so than we could have made on our bikes. Only once did we have to stop under big covering trees hiding from British planes. Arriving in Perleberg, the soldiers rushed to get rid of us. They weren't supposed to take civilians. Even at this late date, they were afraid not to follow the rules and orders, but they had done so by taking us with them and had saved us from being overtaken by the Russians. Well, we made it to Perleberg. Mom did this journey at night between 2 and 7 a.m. So in the dark, if she had headwinds, they were emotional ones, and we can just imagine what those were. The fear of what lay ahead for herself or her family, not knowing the fate of her mother and sister who she had just left, and so many other friends. Germany was in chaos and was in the grips of the final horrors of World War II. We did this journey during the day in very nice conditions. It was a gorgeous day, and we had headwinds too, but they were real headwinds, gusts up to 30 kilometers an hour, a kind of a steady wind that grew during the day, and we're so glad to be here.
So we saw a lot of this action. The wheat and other grasses blowing in one direction. But we started the day with a really great breakfast in Rathenow and packed up our bikes, took them out of their storage place, said goodbye to beautiful Rathenow, and off we went. A lot of our ride was lined with linden trees, so again, that linden odor is just a mark of the trip. We saw storks, including this one at the top of a chimney. And then we came to the Hohenauern See, I hope I said that right. Beautiful spot. As a birder, I could spend a lot more time at this place. Our cousin Kati told us that this region has, especially these lakes and another one nearby, are really hot spots for birding. So we spent a lot of time on tracks that went along fields like that, not real roads. It was really comfortable riding. Lovely flowers, poppies, and other things in the fields. And just some really other great sights along the way. We passed through a lot of nice little towns and finally came to Havelberg for lunch. Beautiful town right on the Havel River near where it joins up with the Elbe. And after lunch, we were back on our bikes again. Again, very bucolic, very rural. We were along a gravel road at this point, or about to get to the gravel road, and had another little repair stop. This is a little farming town we passed through. Again, beautiful fields, beautiful wildflowers. And pretty soon we were heading in the last stretch to Perleberg, and that's where we arrived. Nice town to spend another night. And we finished the day with, as usual, dinner with a restaurant with asparagus or Spargel on the menu. We're not tired of it yet. This is the season and we love it.